first bite a sailor takes today was planned out weeks before that ship left port. An aircraft carrier does not just launch fighter jets. It runs one of the largest kitchens on the planet, closer to 18,000 meals a day, cooked, plated, and served without ever docking. One single galley failure at sea can affect thousands of people at once, with no backup restaurant, no delivery truck, and no way to call for help. We will come back to what actually happens when the kitchen runs short with weeks still left at sea. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how a floating kitchen feeds a small city every day and the one supply risk that keeps Navy planners awake at night.
You offer us different A schools or C schools?
That is the real story behind the title of this video. What it actually takes to run a kitchen big enough to feed thousands of American sailors every single day in the middle of the ocean. If you find this kind of Navy logistics as impressive as we do, type impressive in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Here is the first surprising part. A Nimitz-class carrier can carry more than 5,000 people on board once the air wing is fully embarked. That means the ship's kitchen is not cooking for a crew. It is cooking for a population roughly the size of a small American town. And every single one of those people needs 3 full meals a day, plus a 4th meal for the sailors working through the night. Drop off 1, the number that should stop you. Here is a number worth sitting with for a second. On a single day, the culinary team on a Nimitz-class carrier prepares around 1,600 pounds of meat, 350 pounds of lettuce, 160 gallons of milk, 30 cases of cereal, and 20,000 cups of coffee. 20,000 cups of coffee in one day on one ship. That is not a typo. That is what it takes to keep a floating airport running around the clock. And this is only breakfast, lunch, dinner, and midrats. It does not include snacks, special event meals, or the holiday feasts these sailors put together even while deployed thousands of miles from home. So who actually makes all of this happen? The answer is a group of sailors called culinary specialists, known on board simply as CS. These are not civilian contractors. They are trained Navy professionals who complete around 15 weeks of intense culinary training before they ever step into a carrier's galley. On some Nimitz-class carriers, more than 100 CS sailors work across several separate galleys just to keep meal service running without a single gap. Their day does not start at a normal hour either. Breakfast preparation on many carriers begins around 0300 hours, that is 3 in the morning, long before most of the ship is even awake. By the time breakfast service ends, lunch prep is already underway. By the time lunch ends, dinner prep has already started. This cycle does not fully stop until the last midrats meal is served, often well after midnight. Many of these sailors work 12 to 14-hour shifts day after day to keep this going. Now here is something that deserves real respect. A junior CS sailor, sometimes barely in their 20s, can end up responsible for managing a team of 15 to 20 other sailors and overseeing a food budget worth well over $1 million a year. That is the kind of leadership responsibility most people do not take on until much later in a civilian career. And these sailors are doing it while feeding thousands of their shipmates at sea. Before we go further, it is worth pausing here. These are the sailors nobody sees on the news. No cameras follow them into the galley at 3 in the morning. But without their work, nothing else on that ship functions. Not the pilots, not the flight deck crew, not the engineers below. If you think these sailors deserve more recognition for what they do, that is exactly the kind of thing worth saying out loud in the comments. Here is where it gets even more complicated. A carrier's kitchen is not one giant restaurant. It is broken into multiple separate galleys, because different groups on the ship eat in different places, enlisted sailors, chiefs, and officers, and each group has its own dining space and in some cases, its own slightly different menu. On top of that, the kitchen has to plan around food allergies, religious dietary needs, and daily calorie requirements. The Navy sets a daily target of around 2,850 calories for men and around 2,100 calories for women. And every meal plan has to be built around hitting those numbers day after day for months at a time. Now picture doing all of this with limited freezer space, limited counter space, and rolling ocean waves underneath your feet. During rough weather, galley equipment has to be secured with special restraints, and cooking procedures change completely just to keep the sailors preparing the food safe from burns and injuries. This is professional cooking under conditions most civilian chefs will never come close to experiencing. If this is giving you a new level of respect for what happens below deck on these ships, that is exactly the goal of this video. Take a quick second right now to like this video and hit subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel keep telling stories about the people who keep the Navy running, the ones most of us never hear about. The money behind the meals. Let's talk numbers for a moment, because the cost of running one of these kitchens is enormous. On some of the Navy's newer carriers, the daily grocery bill can run between $45,000 and $65,000. That adds up to well over $1 million in food costs every single month for one ship. Multiply that across the entire carrier fleet, and you start to understand just how massive this operation really is. And here is the part most people never think about. None of this food magically appears. It all has to be brought onto the ship before it ever leaves port, and even that is not enough for a long deployment. Now let's return to the question from the very beginning of this video. What happens when the kitchen starts running low, with weeks still left at sea? This is where one of the most dangerous and impressive operations in the entire Navy comes into play. Something called underway replenishment, or UNREP. Roughly every 7 to 14 days, a supply ship pulls up alongside the carrier, close enough that cables can be strung between the two vessels while both ships keep moving at the same speed side by side in open ocean. Using these cables and pulleys, sailors transfer pallets of fresh food, frozen goods, and dry supplies from one moving ship to another. This is not a simple task. Two enormous ships have to hold a precise distance from each other for hours, while teams of sailors move hundreds of pallets across open water, often totaling somewhere between 400,000 and 700,000 pounds of food in a single resupply operation. One mistake in timing or distance, and the consequences could be serious. This operation, done smoothly and safely, is one of the most impressive examples of teamwork and precision you will find anywhere in the military. This is also the answer to the tension we opened this video with. The kitchen never actually runs out, because the Navy has built an entire system: ship design, careful planning, and dangerous but precise resupply missions, specifically so that thousands of sailors are never left without food, no matter how long the deployment stretches on. The newest carriers do it differently. On the newest class of carrier, the Ford class, the entire kitchen setup has been redesigned. Where older Nimitz-class carriers run 5 separate galleys, the Ford class runs on just 2 larger combined galleys. It sounds like a smaller operation, but it is actually built to be more efficient, using fewer sailors overall while still feeding a crew of thousands, plus the entire air wing on board. This shows something important about how the Navy operates. Even something as basic as feeding people gets rethought, redesigned, and improved with every new generation of ship, because efficiency below deck matters just as much as performance on the flight deck above it. Closing. So the next time you see an aircraft carrier on the news, launching jets, or sailing through open water, remember what is happening several decks below. A team of dedicated sailors working before sunrise, feeding thousands of their shipmates 3 meals plus midrats every single day, no matter the weather, no matter how far from home they are. It is one of the least talked about jobs in the entire Navy, and one of the most essential. If this gave you a new appreciation for the sailors who keep the fleet fed, hit that like button and subscribe for more stories like this one.